told by a source that is connected to the case that it is not Celeste, and therefore it doesn't do what we hoped it would do, right?
I'm a little bit confused that if the body is decomposed and they can't see physically what it is that caused her, I'm not sure a toxicology report necessarily shows.
Have you been following the David story? Because girl, just when everyone thought things couldn't possibly get more intense, brand new updates dropped, and wow, they're even bigger than anyone imagined. The internet's been in total meltdown mode, with fans trying to make sense of every new detail that's surfacing. This isn't just another rumor-filled story. There's a real case unfolding here, and what's coming out now is honestly wild. From new reports to surprising witness statements, everything we thought we knew about David's situation is being turned upside down. So in this video, we're diving deep into everything that's just been confirmed, what's still under investigation, and the parts that still don't quite add up. But before we get into the new updates, let's rewind a bit to where it all began.
David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, first captured hearts with his emotional, raw sound that felt so different from the usual pop scene. Before the fame, he was just another teen uploading Fortnite videos on YouTube. Quiet, creative, and deeply introspective. But once Romantic Homicide and Here With Me dropped, his music became the soundtrack for heartbreak and late night thoughts. Fans connected to his soft, mysterious energy, calling him the sad boy poet of Gen Z. But everything shifted when disturbing reports began circulating online. Authorities confirmed that human remains had been found inside a car, registered under a name allegedly connected to David. The internet exploded overnight. Some fans panicked, others demanded answers, while a few believed it had to be a mistake. Police later clarified that David himself wasn't immediately identified as a suspect, only that his name appeared in related documents. Still, the speculation grew fast. Fan theories spread like wildfire, twisting facts into drama. Meanwhile, officials urged the public to stay patient as investigations continued. It was the perfect storm: a mysterious artist, a shocking discovery, and a fandom torn between fear, confusion, and disbelief. So here's what's actually been confirmed so far. Not fan theories, not gossip, but straight from official reports. Authorities verified that the car where human remains were found was registered under David's name. The victim was later identified as 21-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a young woman from Houston who had been reported missing nearly 2 weeks before the discovery. Shortly after, investigators executed a search warrant at a property linked to David. Several electronics, including phones, hard drives, and a laptop, were seized for forensic review. Police also confirmed that a full autopsy was underway to determine Celeste's exact cause of death. As of now, no official suspect has been named and no charges have been filed. Authorities are being extremely careful about releasing details, only stating that the case is active and ongoing. The cause and manner of death remain confidential, pending further results. These details are verified through official channels, not screenshots or anonymous leaks. It's a serious investigation, and every step seems to be handled with quiet precision. Just when people thought the story had settled down, things took a serious turn. Police officially confirmed that they had seized multiple electronic devices, including laptops, external drives, and a personal phone, after executing a search warrant at one of David's listed residences. These devices are now being examined by digital forensics team to trace any communications or files that might help explain what happened. The victim's identity was also fully confirmed through DNA and forensic dental reports. It was indeed 21-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. That confirmation hit fans hard. This wasn't just a rumor anymore. It was painfully real.
Investigators have said they're carefully reviewing all digital data connected to the case. They haven't made any arrests or filed any charges yet, but they emphasize that the investigation is active and ongoing. Fans couldn't believe how serious this had become. Like, girl, we're talking about actual detectives, lab reports, and official statements now, not just internet speculation. It felt surreal. Then came the unexpected. Reports surfaced that David had canceled his upcoming tour dates without public explanation. Around the same time, property records allegedly showed that he transferred one of his homes into his mother's name. His record label reportedly paused all new promotions, and insiders claimed that several collaborations and brand campaigns were quietly put on hold. People online went into full debate mode. Some called it pure damage control, a PR move to protect his image while things unfold. Others felt it was a safety measure, a way to shield his family until the truth comes out. For his fans, though, this update wasn't just shocking. It was heartbreaking. Many saw David as their emotional escape, the one who turned loneliness into poetry. Now, watching his name tied to such a dark story felt like losing a friend. It wasn't just about fame anymore. It was about trust, sadness, and confusion. But beyond all the headlines and legal updates, there's another side to this story, the emotional one that nobody really talks about. As the case gained more attention, the emotional toll started to show everywhere, from online spaces to David's close circle. His fan base, once united by soft heartbreak songs and late-night playlists, suddenly split into two sides. Some stood by him completely, saying they'd wait for the truth. Others admitted they couldn't listen to his music the same way anymore. Social media turned into a storm of mixed emotions. On TikTok, edits of David performing Here With Me flooded the feed, some paired with crying emojis, others with captions like, "This feels so different now." Reddit threads became emotional confession zones, with fans writing long posts about how betrayed they felt. Then came whispers about David's family stepping back from public view. A relative reportedly asked for privacy, saying everyone was processing things in their own way. His label released a short statement, thanking fans for their patience and reminding the public not to spread misinformation. The tone online slowly shifted from shock to sadness. It wasn't just about celebrity drama anymore. It became a conversation about mental health, fame, and the way internet culture reacts when someone they admire gets pulled into real-world chaos. As one fan wrote, "It's scary how fast love can turn into judgment." And that's what makes this part of the story so heavy. It's not only about what's true or false. It's about emotions, loyalty, and the way millions of people are trying to process something they never expected. But before we wrap this up, there's one big question everyone's still asking. What happens next? So, where does the David case go from here? Well, investigators have confirmed that the forensic review of his seized electronics is still ongoing, and that could take weeks or even months. Every message, every deleted file, every timestamp is being carefully examined to piece together a timeline of events. Authorities are also waiting for final toxicology and forensic lab results before they make any official statements about the cause of death. Until those reports come in, there's no clear answer, which is why police are staying tight-lipped. Meanwhile, David's management and legal team haven't made any detailed public comments beyond asking for respect and space while the investigation continues. His social media accounts have been mostly inactive, and fans are left scrolling through old posts, looking for any kind of clue or reassurance. Industry insiders have hinted that any decision about his career, whether it's future music, touring, or public appearances, will depend on the outcome of the investigation. For now, it's a waiting game. No matter what happens next, one thing's clear. This story is far from over. The case that started as a quiet rumor has now turned into one of the most talked about mysteries in the music world. And as we wait for the truth, there's one last thought to keep in mind about the difference between curiosity and compassion. What do you think about the new updates in the David case? Do you believe there's more to the story, or is it being blown out of proportion online? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Just keep it kind and respectful, all right? And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because as soon as more verified info drops, you already know we're breaking everything down for you right here. You know how we do over here at the Hollywood Tea Room. The tea stays hot.